With steady increase in fuel prices by state-run oil companies and also the recent duty hikes by the government, petrol and diesel prices are hovering near all-time highs. Let's do a three-point analysis of how the higher taxes on fuel are really helping the government augment its dwindling coffers. 1. Why is diesel more expensive than petrol? Well, the price of diesel has actually traditionally been lower than that of petrol. However, in Delhi, diesel prices shot up higher than petrol for the first time yesterday. If you see in Delhi today, diesel prices are at 80 rupees per litre, whereas that of petrol are at 79.2 rupees per litre. Now, the price gap between petrol and diesel in Delhi was 7.3 rupees as on May 5th, when the Delhi government increased the VAT on diesel to 30% from 16.75% and that on petrol to 30% from 27%. Now, diesel also attracts an additional air ambience levy of 250 rupees per kilolitre. This increase actually brought the price of diesel just within 2 rupees from the price of petrol at that time, a gap which has now been closing with OMCs hiking diesel prices more than petrol prices. The price of petrol has actually risen by 8.5 rupees per litre and that of diesel has increased by 10.5 rupees per litre since June 7th, after an 82-day break when the international crude oil prices had crashed drastically. 2. Higher taxes of fuel are helping the government shore up revenues. Well, today, nearly 70% of the fuel prices are excise duties and taxes, whereas the base price is just 30%, which is actually benchmarked to the international prices. Now, government in recent months had raised the fuel taxes to take the benefit of the historically low crude oil prices to earn more revenue. The government on March 14 hiked the excise duty on petrol and diesel by 3 rupees per litre each. And then again on May 5th by a record 10 rupees per litre in case of petrol and 13 rupees in case of diesel. Now, the two hikes resulted in additional earnings of about 15,000 crore rupees for the March 15 to May 31st period. Taking into account the calculation that a hike of 1 rupee per litre actually adds about 14,000 crore rupees for the whole year for the government. Now, for the full fiscal year 21, the additional revenues are likely to come in the range of 1.4 to 1.7 lakh crore rupees after counting the steadily rising demand now. 3. What is the outlook on petrol and diesel prices now? Well, Sanjeev Singh, chairman of IOC, has actually told media that fuel prices are likely to be raised further as the gap between domestic price pumps as well as the international benchmarks are yet to be closed. But the high taxes are really pushing the rates to record high levels. He also has indicated that with the demand coming back and also the crude price rising, difference between the crude oil as well as the refined product prices are also rising. So even if the oil prices are to stabilize, it is quite likely that the fuel prices may continue to rise as well. Now, experts point out that only a rollback of the part of the excise duties or VAT by the centre or state governments can actually result in the immediate reduction in the prices of fuel at the retail fuel pumps.